5 starters averaging in double figures.
So Ryan, the Cowboys come out in the zone. I tell you, not a real surprise for me, actually, as thin as they are on the perimeter, but a huge block by Gores.
Sadi got his hand in there. Freshman making an impact early. Walker off the glass, too strong. And Andrews will push it for Boise State. We'll see how Wyoming tries to match up against Fielder. And his shot off the mark, still looking for our first bucket of the game. Take a look at the starting 5 for the Pokes tonight. Cowboys have had a lot of different starting lineups this year, still trying to kind of find that right mix. Only 2 players returned from last year's squad, Belich and Magassa. 3 from the wing, off the mark. Gores fights for the rebound, gets it over to Walker. And so far, good hands by Gores, steals it away. Rojas working on knee. Tough shot, good defense. Bennett turns around, looks at Rojas. Good ball fake. Kicks it out to Bennett from the wing, off the mark. And Buchanan gets the board. Knee tries a deep shot again. Good hustle to get his own rebound. Fielder with a nice pump fake on Gores. Draws the contact on the floor.
Cowboys with a much shorter, lineup. As far as players are concerned, the Cowboys can't get in foul trouble. They've had games to start the game is not too concerning, but they got to start, knocking some down just so that they get Boise to guard more on the perimeter.
Great defense there by Fielder, blocking Gores' shot. Andrews will reset for Boise State after some time on the bench. Andrews, the transfer from UCLA, gives it off to Fielder, top of the key, no good, rebound to Bennett. Both teams just shooting 25%. Wyoming is tightened up on defense to start this game as they create another steal. Last time the Pokes were at home, it was a double-digit loss to San Diego State. Coach Wicks called his team out a little bit in the post-game presser, and for the first time back at home since those comments, they've responded well. Dennis driving through traffic, blocks out to Walker. He's going to have to put it up and beats the horn.
Oh, great finish by Walker. Took that contact, still just laid it up nice and soft over the defender. Boy, Cowboys are finding opportunities out of those second chances, those offensive rebounds and kickouts and loose balls. It seems like all the 50-50 balls the Cowboys are running down.
Fielder to Buchanan. Buchanan looking for his first points and gets them right there. Walker to an open Dennis. Corner 3 off the mark. Rebound to Nato. Throws it up ahead, and Fielder with the full scoring drought of 4.5 minutes. Rojas tries a 3 in and out. Rebound to Fielder.
Hey Ryan, I tell you what, we've been talking about the guards at the Cowboys, instead of just on the kitch and the kickouts shooting that ball, it's a little bit harder. This
scoring drought. There's no better way to be in the game than through membership in the Cowboy Joe Club for as little as $100.
You get into your rotation, at this point in the season, and who's going to score, who needs to score on a night in and night out basis for you to win ball games. And when you take out 23, plus points a game, you just don't feel that, immediately. It takes games and games to fill that rotation, and sometimes you never do fill it.
Can't wait to see the replay on that one, because that was an unbelievable just kind of tip shot by Fielder to extend it to an 18-0 run. And the three from Saudi, the first one for the Pokes in over 40 minutes of game action, as Gores can't finish at the rim. Pretty remarkable stat, though, especially in today's era of college basketball, of how many threes a team will take.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you, I've heard of Cold, going through a drought from the three-point line, but that is a serious drought.
20 minutes at Fresno, 20 minutes tonight. And Saudi gets the Cowboys off to a good start. Buchanan almost got the steal. Walker goes right at Fielder, but can't finish. Can't finish. Fielder comes away with the offensive board. Fielder with a strong take, draws the contact.
Get close enough to the rim, and he's really skilled. And he just got a step on Saxton, and Saxton fouled him.
Aarons to Nato from 15 feet off the mark. Fielder with another board, and Carmichael comes down with it. Fielder pumps Gores, drives, throws it down with two hands. Played, no reason to think why the Broncos can't go on a run and put together a good resume heading into March. Corner three is good from Meadow, and that's a big one. Fielder thought about the three, instead hands it off to Andrews. Back to Fielder. Corner three for Meadow. Back-to-back threes, and the Broncos
are really struggling to do tonight.
Meyer out tonight in concussion protocol. Second leading scorer on the team. Walker gets the lay-in to get the shot clock. Backs down Saudi, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, Fielder does such.
Junior from Boise. Knocks down the first free throw. Made program history earlier this year. Boise State played in the Maui Invite, and against Chaminade, he had 27 points, 14 rebounds, shot better than 90%, and he became the first player in conference history to do that, to score 25 plus, grab 14 or more rebounds, and shoot 90% or better.
Enjoyed about watching the Cowboys this year. These guys play really hard. They play together. They don't give up. They stay in this ball games, and it's just sometimes the length, I think, really affects them, because so skilled, really knows how to play. Very talented player.
Thought about the three, instead kicks it out to Andrews, who knocks it down.
As Texas Tech knocked off Colorado 73-71. We welcome you to Mountain West Conference action. Alex Obario, Pete Gillen, our entire CBS crew. A big Mountain West showdown as the Utah State Aggies unbeaten.
Down a little bit on offense.
Aggies to a 13-point advantage. Physicality starting to pick up a little bit, especially on the perimeter. Driving it in is Perryman. Tough move, and he was kind of... Right now, Utah State dominating in the points in the paint, 16-4. Drive it. Misses. Too strong on the shot from Fielder during regulation. Coming near the break zone. Fielder. Here for the Broncos. Fielder. Tomorrow morning at 9 Eastern, head out to the pitch and catch a Scottish Professional Football League showdown as Dundee hosts Heart of Midlothian. That's right here on CBS Sports Network.
Boise State shoots 76% the free throw line. So if I'm coaching them, I'm saying, all right, swing it side to side, but go to the rim. Try to get to the free throw line and stop the bleeding.
False left. Found an opening. Taking it in. Up and under. Has it rejected from behind. Ball. Actually got more offers to play football.
Yeah.
Oh, an offensive foul called against the... Looking for a backdoor pass. Between him and Nato, they've been the only efficient Broncos on offense. Here's Collins with the take. Drives it. Misses that time. Play 13-1. As Carmichael commits the foul. 4-0 in conference play. Utah State started 16-1 last season. This would be their third straight 14-1 start as we get a miss from Elamine to respond. Gets it to false left, to Elamine, left hand. Couldn't get it to...
Yeah. Want to see great basketball? Watch San Diego State play next on CBS Sports Network, Alex, as you mentioned.
$13-14 to go. Aggies putting on a clinic. This is Perryman. Bounce pass. Down into Clark. Got it to go. Scoring the foul.
Boise State not the traditional run and gun type of team, but they will go up and down and challenge you on the transition.
Fielder on the roll. Gets a paint touch for Buchanan. Steps back to tee up a triple, and he strokes the three.
Pretty interesting how you turn down that mid-range shot. You go back 2 feet further to shoot the three. It's all the analytics and the math of the new game.
In the portal after leaving Georgetown, he initially committed to USC, but opted to return home to Boise. Jai, after a couple of WCC stops at Pepperdine, and Gonzaga feeds Drayton Jones, who rinses it with the right.
Jai is a terrific driver and slasher to the basketball, without and with it. Got to get in front of him to slow him down.
Fielder had it knocked loose. And this contest, part of the home and home back-to-back seasons for these two programs, and
to make sure you have some strength for that floater.
Fielder had it tied up, able to pull through that.
A lot of film. It tells me he looks at Steph Curry to learn off-ball movement. He looks at Trae Young to learn how to get into his floaters. Jalen Brunson for how Brunson gets into his defender's body. Bizjack also good friends with former pro Devin Harris, and the two get together every summer to work on his float game. Now he admits, guys, that the hair obviously attracts a lot of attention, but he realized
10 left to shoot. He's got Kaiser there defensively.
Yep, nice recovery by Kaiser.
Now a deflection. Still loose over the point guard duty building. Let's see if Bizjack can bring him back. An empty trip for Butler.
I like the pace, too. It's Boise State making good decisions.
Nato kicks it out for three. I tend to believe you. Keene using the shot fake to create for Buchanan. Down the lane line, stumbling over Ajayi. No whistle for a travel, and the putback belongs to Fielder.
Yeah, that's just a frustration defensive effort, too, because Jones was there for Butler. They thought they had a stop. Nice work on the offensive glass and work second chances for Boise State.
Fielder's got 6, a balanced scoring attack for Boise State. Ajayi rising from the mid-range, and that's what Butler needed for an answer.
Yeah, a little rhythm, too, for that shot. Not many of them for Butler, who's been struggling.
The Fielder made a bit of Mountain West history in the most recent win.
To the power side in a hurry. That Mata's offense.
Final minute of an entertaining, hotly contested first half. Fielder feeling it. Oh, he's turning it on in Indy. Hayes Tuesday against Eastern Michigan, having to do the dirty work on the interior to tie things up and take the lead against Boise State. Dylan Andrews. Oh, he went to the hook. Batted back up, but not in.
Are involved now.
He was a highly recruited prep quarterback, but he looked more like a safety there. Going the other way. Fielder hammers that dribble, gets into Ajayi, who recovers for the rebounds. So far in the non-conference. Fielder at the top off the jab step. Coughed it up against Jones. Here's Bizjack running with Kaiser. Numbers Ajayi, and they turn it over.
Well, you have to catch the ball on that one.
Nice recovery by Dylan Andrews defensively. They never stopped the dribble. And the putback spins through for Fielder.
How about each of his games? So what does he do? He readjusts on the fly. Beautifully done.
Butler started 9 of 25 shooting the basketball. They made 9 of their last 11 shots to take this lead. Alone for another dunk. This time it's Andrew Meadow.
Boy, the back door is wide open the last 2 trips on those cuts.
Jai keeps the dribble, so comfortable with his back to the basket. Lays it off to Jones. Off 2 feet, squeezes it up and through. Buchanan with 5. Jai defended.
He knows he has to go right here.
Creates his own and scores it.
That was close.
What a catch.
Might as well go up with it.
Jones tracking it over his shoulder. And Ajayi look opposite. Kaiser attacks the closeout. And his bounce pass taken away.
I think Leon Rice came into this looking up the court here. He's got a size advantage. Go with it.
Fielder going early and scoring in transit.
Open by 4 feet after the move.
Now he picks up the freshman from right here in Indianapolis out of Lawrence North. Robinson to the roller. Ajayi's first triple cuts the deficit in half. R.J. Keene with the basketball. Spots the screener and a right.
Straight up. That was a powerful play on the offensive glass.
The Broncos, who were so worried about rebounding, they've acquitted themselves well at both ends. Trail able to spin back, but he's rejected. And let's see, some indecision. Our officials agree. In position to close out the final 5 minutes here with his team trailing. Andrews rocks the dribble. Over to Parolin, who just scored. Keene the facilitator in the half court for Boise State.
Exactly.
Andrews left alone. Missing for the mid-range. That rebound was up there a long time.
Watch out.
And it's saved by Fielder.
Woo. Man, he caught that side of the scorer's table. I thought right in the side of his left side.
Meadow with Kaiser checking in. Fielder for 3. Front iron. Ajayi has the rebound.
They got some numbers too.
Driving 3-on-2. Lays it off. Lays it in. Butler with the